Harem anime always brings something new to the table, whether it's the spicy scenes or some of the coolest characters. We're always amazed to see unique anime and try to bring you the best among the list. Therefore, we are going to discuss the top 10 harem anime where the MC is an overpowered transfer student. Before we start the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell icon if you don't want to miss our future videos. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the list. Bakuto Testo Shokanji. 𝐒𝐮𝐳 Yoshi is the main protagonist of Bakuto Test. He's the Class 2F's ambassador at Fumizuki Academy. 𝐒𝐮𝐳 is a slim, tall young boy with ash brown hair. He is also known as the stupidest student in his school, as he doesn't think about what other people, such as his friends, are doing for him. Even so, he's a rather cool person who is kind and cheerful. The whole anime revolves around this schoolboy who is honest to the core. So what makes 𝐒𝐮𝐳 so overpowered anyway? While everyone else had their summoned beings who helped them in various tests, 𝐒𝐮𝐳 had the Punishment Inspector title, but after some time, he got the Platinum Bracelet that lets him summon 2 beings at once. Talk about an overpowered anime character, and 𝐒𝐮𝐳 is there. The anime is filled with harem scenes that will make your heartbeat go up any minute. Watch out for those scenes, if you know what I mean. 𝐐𝐮𝐵 no 𝐒𝐄𝐲. Alexander Nikolaevich Hell, also known as Sasha, is the main character of this harem series. He's a white skin tone and white-haired boy with beautiful blue eyes. In the series, he is shown to be rather rude and stubborn. Moreover, he's always making distance from everyone. But can he do it with the ladies that want a piece of him? Never. The best way to describe Sasha is that he's a tsundere, a person who hides his true feelings from everyone and show it to a few of the close ones. But when Sasha is in action, there's no stopping this badass. Sasha has a big scar on his face that bleeds in response to his excitement in the battle. Isn't that crazy? Throughout the series, Sasha's weapons only grew. He wields everything from a ruthless scythe to a kunai that help him in quick and powerful battle. If we talk about his battle experiences, he is overpowered to the point where it seems unreal in some fights. 𝐶𝐻 no 𝐒𝐄𝐲 is a prime example of an overpowered harem anime. Higure Yusha no Aesthetica. The anime starts with a great fight where Akatsuki Osawa, our protagonist, was fighting 2 girls and destroyed them in a battle. The battle was filled with fan service that would make your mouth watery if you're into stuff like this. And why else would you be here? As he defeated the Demon King, the scandal he was put through was rather unreal. He had to leave his land and move to Earth for a better life. So he did. He joined Babel, where he had to go through extensive tests, along with a girl named Mew. The name Mew was inspired by his late sister. Now for the part that we all want to know, the powers. Due to the constant training, Akatsuki was in his prime shape and could beat anyone in a head-to-head fight. He learns martial arts from the 5th Saint that helped him improve throughout the anime. Don't be surprised to see powers like the energy bomb that fires a key bomb on an opponent, leaving them in shambles. Or Vivication, where he improves his chi to enhance his internal powers. This badass harem anime character is an awesome transfer student who surprised everyone. 𝐶𝐻 Tsukai no World Break. Murahara Haremura is the male protagonist, also known as the Ancient Dragon. He has lived countless eras of pain and agony, with white and black magic included. In his current life, his parents died, and he started to live with his grandma. Such a tragic story, right? But after he was transferred into Arcane Academy, things changed. The anime has some scenes where you might want to close the doors, but this still doesn't affect this overpowered being to outshine the competition. Throughout the series, in his past life he was hailed as the strongest swordsman of his era, and the current life is no exception. He's still got a couple of useful tricks up his sleeve that we get to see in action several times in the anime. A perfect addition to our list, Murahara Haremura is one of the most overpowered transfer students on our list. Malgekuen no Futek Sigusha. Anos Vologode is a transfer demon from 2000 years ago. Sounds interesting, right? He was the first and the most powerful demon king to ever live. Due to his overpowered character, he's often easygoing and not stressing things like a lot of protagonists do. I know that the name Demon King might make you go to the dark side, but let me make this clear, that Anos is a kind-hearted and easygoing man as a whole. But what about his powers? What makes him so powerful that he's the number 6 candidate on our list today? As a demon king, his magic is so immense that normal people can't even breathe in his presence. Once his power is unfolded, his magical powers surpass every being on the planet, making him one of the most powerful characters on our list as well. 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐾. A perfect example of harem anime on our list is 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐾, the main character being Takeru Oyama, who transferred into Tenbi Academy, and now he has a difficulty of fitting in with a lot of the people. Takeru initially had difficulty in protecting himself from perverted girls all around him. They would rub him in places that aren't even appropriate to tell, such as spicy sauce, but he can't help, he has a perverted mind, so that's a win-win situation, right? However, when we talk about his powers, Takeru has a couple of awesome powers that let him defeat his enemies in a rather unique way. For example, Overblow is one of his abilities where he makes his opponent gain power to the point where it's uncontrollable. Such a fine character on our list in a story filled with 30 anime girls. Good going. 𝐒𝐮𝐻𝐽 no Fafnir. The anime revolves around D, who are people that were born after the first dragon disaster that happened 25 years ago. Before the story, Yu Mononobe is the protagonist and the only D who serves as a second lieutenant at NIFL. After some time, he is transferred into the Midgards team that technically makes him a transfer student as well. He had to work at the anti-dragon squad to eliminate any sort of threat that they cause to humanity. So what makes you so special anyway? It's going to be a major spoiler, so I want you to skip if you can. Yu is unfolded as the 9th dragon. Is there anything else to say about this badass? He can literally destroy the whole earth and not even care about it. That aside, he has the power to generate black matter, which enables him to use powers like Plasma Bullet, Air Bullet, Cage Bullet, and a lot more. Marimashita, Iruma-kun. Iruma Suzuki, the protagonist who was sold to a demon. Interesting, right off the bat, right? Living in a demon world, Iruma had quite a lot of problems adapting to this change. He went to a demon school while knowing that he wasn't one, and it hurt him all the time. But that doesn't stop him from being awesome. As the series progressed, he had to survive every day to make sure that no one could hurt him. It took quite a toll on him, but Iruma was okay too. But at some point in the story, he has injected an evil cycle that changed his whole persona. He became cold, a little ruthless, but he still possessed a beautiful heart too. His powers increased to the point where he didn't have to defend only himself anymore. 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐾 no Phantom World. At number 2 we have Haruhiko Ichijo from 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐾 no Phantom World. The protagonist is a student of 𝐭𝐢𝐯 Academy who is affiliated with Phantom powers. His part-time occupation is Phantom Hunter, with his friends as his team. Haruhiko is popular for being handsome and tall. Personality-wise, he is quite kind and attracted to books. That is why most of his time is spent in the library, trying to find as much information as he can about the Phantoms. His ability called the Book of Thoth is quite overpowered. As he is an artist by hobby, his powers are also linked to drawing. By drawing his enemy phantoms into the book, he can capture them. However, it seems that if the phantom is too fast, he can't draw them that well. That was just a fraction of his awesome powers. In addition to seeing other phantoms, he can also summon phantoms the same way. Seeing these powers, everyone in his team was quite surprised. Moving on to his most powerful ability, the power to copy others' moves. This makes even the strongest enemies shake in fear of his copying techniques. Another prime candidate for the best harem anime where the main character is an overpowered transfer student. Isekai Tsukishi no Monogatari. Isekai Tsukishi no Monogatari makes it to the number 1. Kenshi Masakai is the protagonist who is a calm and composed boy. Still doesn't change the fact that he is overpowered even at the beginning of the series. Having a twisted path, his personality has changed from what it was. He is half human and half artificial human. That made him quite overpowered throughout the series. The whole plot revolves around these brothers and how Kenshi's strength rivals that of his brother. The whole competitive thing made this anime rather interesting. At some point in the anime, we can see a lot of abilities. From episode 1 to the middle, Kenshi has already awakened a lot of powers that are terrifying and overpowered, enough to beat his brother. He didn't consider him a rival anyway, so there's that. His physical appearance and endurance got crazy, the learning capacity got a huge jump, and his reflexes got as fast as an eagle. This was the number 1 anime where the main MC is an overpowered anime transfer student. That's it for the top 10s of today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know your recommended list so that we can make it the next time. Also, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon if you don't want to miss our future videos. Until the next time, peace.